Well, appreciate the efforts that everyone put in, not just today, but all week. And it was a good team victory. So a lot of guys put it out there, and we're a big part of the reason why we're able to win today.
Paul, coming in, if you looked at the statistics, they defended the run well. You guys didn't run as well as you're accustomed to running. Why would you think coming in you could establish the running against them?
Yeah, I think you go and stats matter to a point, but you got to kind of take a look at it and see what you're going to think you can do, and credit to our guys. I thought certainly the plays got started, and I thought our backs ran really hard. We're physical, and for those runs to happen and to kind of be able to do it consistently, a lot of guys were involved, and I thought the receivers did a good job of being a part of it, and certainly your tight ends, fullback, right, it takes everyone, but it was good to be able to do.
What stood out about Braylon's play? What do you think stood out about how Braylon ran?
I thought, Braylon went well, and obviously once the fumble back, it was good. I thought he had a good response, and I thought Ches ran really physical. They both were physical backs, and Ship was able to give us some stuff and kind of our a little bit lighter package, and I thought he ran hard.
When did you guys know that you wouldn't have Logan and you'd have to go with Portolini?
Yeah, it was that was kind of during the week, and we weren't really sure until really yesterday for certain. And so give Bort credit. He kind of stepped in, and it was one of those that you don't know. You're hopeful, and yet. We had one good practice where you kind of had an idea, so he was able to get some work in it, and Logan went, but you kind of knew there'd be a chance.
I know Portolini hasn't played a ton of football, but he started at center, he's worked at guard, and worked at both tackles. What makes him able to fill in at the position?
Yeah, he has done that, and it's a credit to him. He's been working at the tackle spot a ton, so that's not a ton, but quite a bit, so that certainly helped him in this situation.
You talked about these people still having fun, how you appreciate it. Is it nice to see them get rewarded for that?
Yeah, absolutely. It is. But they've been, that wasn't just talk. That they truly. That's what I appreciate from this group, and they care about each other, and I thought, their play today was a reflection of that in some ways too. Like the way that Braylon and Ches were going, and kind of Ship served a role for us that I thought was right for Ship this week.
Coach, after the offensive line and run game was a little inconsistent last game, was it nice to see that all come together, especially the O-line today?
Yeah, absolutely. And each week, it's a different challenge, right? And I thought guys did a good job of just playing today, and certainly there was a good plan, but the kids brought it to life, and each week we're going to be tested differently, and yet you got to find things that you did well that you can kind of build upon, and there'll be things that we got to clean up from this week, regardless, and we've got to continue to work at that. That part doesn't change.
For the most part this year, with your offensive line, Rudy has brought in different guys for several series at a time. It looked like you stuck with your top five for most of the game today. Is that the plan coming in, or was it based on they're going well lining up?
Yeah, I mean, it was the thought going in, and some of the guys, they've had some time here to get some experience and build on it, and you're also down, one in Brusser, and yet need to ride this group as long as we could.
Why did you think the defense was able to have so much success today? What stood out to you about what they did?
I think they just obviously, Jimmy and our defensive coaches put together a good plan, and our kids, they bring it to life. I think they're playing with great energy, and one thing that we kind of challenge everyone, our defense has been playing well, and let's give them a lead and play with that. But there's just a lot of guys who are making plays, different guys making plays, and that's been fun to see. It certainly helps. We did a nice job against the run, and there's enough times where we're getting pressure, making the quarterback uncomfortable. Anytime a defense can do that, that's a good recipe.
As bad as things might seem when you're 1-3,
Yeah, and yeah, it's we knew that we had an opportunity to play this week, right? And all that mattered was how do we have a great week of prep, and that is what matters most, and we got a group that likes playing football, so when you've got one on the horizon, I want them to enjoy and appreciate all that went into today, and then tomorrow we get to go forward, and get ready for another game, another opportunity. But it is the group is aware, and the group knows it's easier maybe for us because Sunday you got to turn the page, and Monday we're on to the next one, and that probably is easier for us in the everyday than maybe many others.
Well, what have you seen from Braylon in the last couple of weeks in practice to kind of trust him with a bigger role that you saw with that?
Yeah, I think he's been kind of just the way he's been approaching it, and certainly the snaps he's gotten, and you can even go back and look at the things he's doing on special teams. He's been able to kind of get going on stuff, and certainly feel like he's talented, and I think he has a chance to help make our offense better.
Well, you mentioned not too long ago that leg, obviously had a leg injury in camp. Is that what this is related to? And what did you think of Lars's job on kickoff?
Yeah, I thought he did a good job of coming in and doing what we needed to do. A lot of them were fair caught, but I thought he did a nice job, and you appreciate being able to put that on him. I've liked what he's done, to this point in the field goals, and yet his role needed to expand a little bit, and I thought he did a good job with it.
Well, what did you say after the game? Anything different than typical ones in Chryst history?
No, I mean you wish him all the best going forward, and I appreciate the time that I had with him, but post game is not the time to. You wish him, and I was able to see a couple other guys that I had a chance to work with, and you always like seeing them.